Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yehusha. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Ockham, pushing this truth and believing this truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening learning. You few sisters who are listening learning. Coming to the lesson in true facts, faith, and edification. On the day of edification, Lord, always be edifying. I'm Isaiah from GMS Orlando Camp. Lord willing, again, this be edifying. So I titled this lesson, At Wilson also, who are you to question Yahweh, you silly mortal? And this is from a video that Elder Manak Zakba had did on this Jake, who came on the comment board of one of the apostles, asking the question of why would the Lord do what he did to the Israelites, him already having the power and his glory? Why would he do what he did? The video was titled from Elder Manak Zakba, what is the purpose of sin? Shalom, Yabashima Shah Brakatah. Shalom. Shalom to the Akim tuning in, Yabashima Shah Brakatham. So the guy said he was questioning the Lord, like, why would the Lord do what he did to the Hebrew Israelites? And I just, like, who is you to question Yahweh Shema Shah, man? The question the Heavenly Father Yahweh. Who the fuck is you, man? So anyway, I was just putting together some precepts. Cause who the hell is this nigga to question the Lord, man? So I want to read some of these. Hold on here. So let's get some of these precepts. And the first one I'm going to go to is, I want to read Job. I'm going to start at Job 38. This is Job 38 and 1. And this is just simply to this guy at Wilson also. Who are you to question the Lord, man? So this reads in Job 38 and 1. Then Yahweh answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, who is this that darkeneth counsel by words without knowledge? Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee an answer, and answer thou me. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. Who have laid the measures thereof? And I'm talking to at Wilson also. This is the Lord talking to you, just like he asking Job these questions. Who have laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest? Or who have stretched the line upon it? Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened? Or who laid the cornerstone thereof? When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy, or who shut up the sea with doors when it brake forth, and as if it had issued out of the womb? When I made the cloud the garment thereof, and thick darkness a swallowing band for it, and break up for it my decree place, and set bars and doors, and said, hither thereto shall thou come, but no further, and here shall thy proud ways be stayed. Hast thou commanded the morning since thy days, and caused the day springs to know his place, that it may hold of the ends of the earth, that the wicked may be shaken out of it. It is turned as clay to the seal, and they stand as a garment. And from the wicked their light is withholden, and the high arm shall be broken. Hast thou entered into the springs of the sea, or hast thou walked in the search of the deep of the depth? Have the gates of death been opened unto thee, or hast thou seen the doors of the shadow of death? Hast thou perceived the breadth of the earth? Declare it if thou knowest it all. At Wilson also declare these things. Job 38 and 19. Where is the way where light dwelleth? And as for darkness, where is the place thereof? That thou shouldest take it to the bound thereof, and that thou shouldest know the paths to the house thereof. Knowest thou it because thou wast then born, or because the number of thy days is great? Hast thou entered into the treasures of the snow, or hast thou seen the treasures of hail, which I have reserved against the time of trouble, against the day of battle and war? But why is the light parted, which scattereth the east wind upon the earth? Who have divided a watercourse for the overflowing of waters, or a way for the lightning of thunder, to cause it to rain on the earth where no man is, on the wilderness wherein there is no man, like the Amazon, the rainforest, to satisfy the desolate and waste ground, and to cause the bud of the tender herb to spring forth? Have the rain a father, or have begotten the drops of dew? Out of whose womb came the ice, and the hoary frost of heaven? Who have gendered it? The waters are hid as with a stone, and the face of the deep is frozen. Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion? Look at this. It say, canst thou bring forth Mazzaroth in his season, or canst thou guide Arterus with his sons? And I was looking at this word, Mazaroth. The Lord asking Job these questions, man. Because you got, when you're reading Isaiah 63 and 17, Isaiah said, Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways? And when the elder Nabazaba did this lesson, I thought about Isaiah 63 and 17 when this nigga questioning the Lord why he did what he did. Look at this, Mazaroth, H42:16. The Lord asking Job these questions. When you read in Isaiah 49, 45, and 9, they say, woe to him that striveth with his maker. You a slow-bellied nigga, man. You questioning Yahweh? So this word, Mazaroth, it say, the 12 signs of zodiac and their 36 associate constellations. In the sense of distinction, it say some noted constellations. It say only in the plural, perhaps collectively, the zodiac Mazaroth. So when you click on H4208, it says signs of zodiac, maybe. They got maybe in parentheses. It say in the sense of reigning, a constellation, i.e., zodiac signs, perhaps as affecting the weather planet. So, I went to this other word, this word here, Arcturus. It says a constellation. You got a constellation of Great Bear, perhaps from its migration through the heavens. So when you click on this, H5789, it says to lend aid, come to help, hasten, assemble self. It's a primitive root to hasten. So the Lord is asking Job all these things, man. So let's go back. Job 38 and 32. Canst thou bring forth Mazaroth in his season? Or canst thou guide Arterus with his sons? Knowest thou the ordinances of heaven? Canst thou set the dominion thereof in the earth? Canst thou lift up the voice to the clouds, that abundance of waters may cover thee? Canst thou send lightnings, that they may go, and say unto thee, Here we are? Who have put wisdom in the inward parts, or who have given understanding to the heart? Who can number the clouds in wisdom, or who can stay the bottles of heaven? When the dust groweth into hardness, and the claws cleave fast together, wilt thou hunt the prey for the lion, or feel the appetite of the young lions? When they crouch in their dens and abide in the covert to lie in wait, who provideth for the ravens his food? When his young ones cry unto God, they wonder for lack of meat. Answer these. Let me get this in the Job 40. And I got a couple of precepts. This guy questioning the Lord, man. You slow bellied nigga, man. This is Job 41. Moreover, Yahweh answered Job and said, Shall he that contendeth with the Almighty instruct him? He that reproveth God, let him answer it. This is a slow bellied nigga. Add wisdom also. Nigga, what are you trying to reprove the Lord, nigga? You questioning the Lord? Then Job answered Yahweh and said, Behold, I am vile. What shall I answer thee? I will lay my hand upon my mouth. Once have I spoken, but I will not answer. Yet twice, but I will proceed no further. Then answered Yahweh unto Job out of the whirlwind and said, Gird up thy loins like a man, I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me, just like it said in Job 38. When thou also, it say, wilt thou also disannul my judgment? Wilt thou condemn me that thou mayest be righteous? Hast thou an arm like God, and canst thou thunder with a voice like him? Oh, in this precept in John, it say, when the Lord spoke, it say some heard thunderings when the Lord spoke, but others heard the Lord. It reads, Job 40 and 10, Deck thyself now with majesty and excellency, and array thyself with glory and beauty. Can you do that at Wilson also? The Lord is cold. Job 40 and 10, Deck thyself now with majesty and excellency, and array thyself with glory and beauty. Cast abroad the rage of thy wrath, and behold everyone that is proud and abased, and abase him. Can you do that? Can you cast your rage out? He said, Cast abroad the rage of thy wrath, and behold everyone that is proud and abase him. Can you do this? No, that's only Yahweh Shema Bashar. Look on everyone that is proud and bring him low. This is what the Lord is saying at Wilson also. You questioning the Lord. Nigga, let me see you bring everybody that's proud low, slow belly nigga. Look on everyone that is proud and bring him low. And tread down the wicked in their place. Can you do this? Why you questioning the Lord, nigga? Hide them in the dust together and bind their faces in secret. Nigga questioning the Lord. Nigga, who the fuck is you, nigga? Then will I also confess unto thee that thy own right hand can save thee. If you can do these things at Wilson also, you can save yourself, bitch. Behold now, that was the point, going into Behemoth. So let me get these other precepts. Salakia. Nigga crazy, man. What's wrong with these niggas, man? This is 1 Samuel This is 1 Samuel 2 and 3. Nigga questioning the Lord, man. Why he did what he did. 1 Samuel 2 and 3. Talk no more so exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For Yahweh is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. So, like, 1 second. This is Psalms. Just some precepts I was thinking about when I was listening to the elder, man. Jake is bugged out, man. Psalms 33 and 4. For the word of Yahweh is right, and all his works are done in truth. The Lord said, if you can do all these things, then you can save yourself. Answer me. If you can cover yourself with excellency and majesty, you can save yourself. This is Isaiah 48 and 9. And just some precepts I was just putting together. It reads, for my name's sake will I defer my anger, and for my praise, will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Verse 11, for my own sake, even for my own sake will I do it. For how should my name be polluted, and I will not give my glory unto another? The Lord is making a point, man. This is me. This is this is Isaiah 40 and 10. Striving against your maker, man. Isaiah 40 and 10, it reads, behold, Yahweh power will come with strong hand, and his arm shall rule for him. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arm, and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. Who have measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and meted out of heaven with a span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in scales, and the hills in a balance? Who have directed the spirit of Yahweh, or been his counselor, have taught him? With whom took he counsel, and who instructed him, and taught him in the path of judgment, and taught him knowledge, and showed him the way of understanding? Nobody, man. So who is this nigga? Where you come from? Who is you, man? Who is you to question the Lord? Isaiah 57 and 15. Jake is crazy, man. But thus saith the high and lofty one, that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in a high and holy place with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, which you don't have at Wilson also, to revive the spirit of the humble, which is not you, to revive the heart of the contrite ones, which is not you again at Wilson also. Nigga, you got a proud spirit on you, boy. So let me get this real quick. Let me go to this Apocrypha. Jake, man. Let me pull this up real quick. Cause in Wisdom of Solomon, as a matter of fact, you know what? I just read it from the phone. This is Wisdom of Solomon. This is Wisdom of Solomon 11. It just some points. I'm listening to the elder, man, and like, man, Jake got a proud ass spirit on him, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 21. It reads, for Thou canst, this is the Lord, for thou canst show thy great strength at all times when thou will. And who may withstand the power of thy arm? Who gonna do this, man? Why are you questioning the Lord, man? This is Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17. It reads, for when men would not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength. And we watching the prophecies play out daily, man. Okay, the Lord went from killing at first when Elder Menachem Zaba did the lesson on those people that died over there in Mecca, over there in Saudi Arabia, right? It was 400 and some at first. Then it went up to over 1,000, right? That died by dehydration, the heat, the earthquake that killed. First they were like, oh yeah, it killed like 1,200 people in Turkey last year. Was it last year? Yeah. Then it went up to 50,000 in days. Maui, Morocco, right? I did a video on this plane that crashed. Everybody died. Nobody was found. This was some months ago. All these incidents that's happening. Oh, Elder not when Elder Yashua did the video on the boat. Remember the boat that was named Jesus? And they was over there, what it was in Brazil somewhere, and the rock fell on them. The Lord, man. Oh, this chick that Elder Hawaii did a video on. Got mauled by the damn bear and threw her, and she fell 400 feet, man. But you women talking about if you had to be in the woods, who would you choose, a man or a bear? Yeah, okay. Again, Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17, for when men would not believe that thou art of a full power. And there was a time when there was peace, allegedly, in Israel, right? Well, after them paratroopers came down, it's been bodies, dead bodies on top of dead bodies over there in the state of Israel ever since them paratroopers came down, man. And remember when they showed you, they was having a party, music was playing, they was enjoying, and then the paratroopers came down. And it's been going down ever since over there, man. The Lord is going to magnify his name again in the earth. For when it's a matter of fact, Wisdom 12 and 15, for as much then as thou art righteous thyself, thou orderest all things righteously, thinking it not agreeable with thy power to condemn him that have not deserved to be punished. For thy power is the beginning of righteousness, and because thou art the Lord of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all. For when men would not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength. Look what the hurricanes doing. The storms, the floods, the tornadoes that's destroying people, losing houses, Salaki. These people over here in America, Babylon the Great, losing houses. The storms that hit these little islands, Hurricane Katrina and all these different hurricanes that tore up Puerto Rico. And look at the uproars of the people right now because of the so-called white man not dealing with equity throughout the four corners of the earth. Everybody's in uproars in China because now China being locked down so much. So when something happened over there, they know, oh, that's the government doing that shit. Everybody see that the problem is the government, wherever you stay at. So that's why the Lord says it's going to be uproars, earthquakes in diverse places, and uproars of the people. For when men would not believe that thou wert full power, thou showest thy strength, which the Lord been doing. And among them that know it, who know it? The hopeful elect. And among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest. And that's the hopeful elect, man. Seeing the will of the Lord being manifest among these people. Let me get this one. But the only ones that understand what's going on is the hopeful elect. But then it's going to come a time when the world going to know. Ecclesiastes 41 and 3. Fear not the sentence of death, which is what the white man embedded in our people. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee, and that come after. For this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh, right? The wages of sin is death. And why art thou against the pleasure of the Most High? There is no inquisition in the grave, whether they live 10 or 100 or 1,000 years. So it said, this is the pleasure of the Lord, man. Dying, remember what the Lord said, he gave no man license to sin. Let me get this in Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23 reads, for God created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. So that's what the Lord said. And the Lord gave us the script, man, gave us the blueprint, gave us the cheat code to life. It is here in Proverbs 3, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. This is the pleasure of the Lord, man. Everything the Lord has created is for his pleasure. Jake don't understand what's really going on, man. But you gotta be given the eyesight to understand the will of the Lord. So just some points I want to make. And I'm gonna get this precept here. This is Exodus 34. Hey, what's that? Lamentations 3. Wherefore shall man complain of his sins? Psalms 34. But again, Isaiah said it in Isaiah 63 and 17, it said, Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways? This nigga questioning the Lord, man. Exodus 34 and 14, it reads, for thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord Yahweh, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power. Don't question the Lord, man. Just know, hey, we did it, man. We did it. We sinned against the Lord, and it's all about, it tell you in Galatians that we are under tutors and governors. So if you was all righteous, how would you know what wickedness is? And if you was wicked, how would you know what righteousness is, man? And I want to make the point because when you read in Exodus 16, in Ezekiel 16, let me make this point just in case this guy watched this video, man. This is Ezekiel 16 and 1. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abominations, and say, thus saith Yahweh power unto Jerusalem, thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. That's the Holy Land, right? Jerusalem is the mother of us all. Thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother an Hittite. And as for thy nativity, in the day thou was born, thy navel was not cut, neither was thou washed in water to supple thee. Thou was not salted at all, nor swallowed at all. None I pitied thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion upon thee, but thou wast cast out in the open field, to the loathing of thy person, in the day that thou was born. And when I passed by thee and saw thee polluted in thy own blood, I said unto thee, Yahweh, when thou was in thy blood, live. Yeah, I said unto thee, when thou was in thy blood, live. I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great, and thou art come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thy hair is grown, whereas thou wast naked and bare. Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, the time was the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yea, I swear unto thee and entered into a covenant with thee, Exodus 24, said Yahweh power, and thou becamest mine. Then washed I thee with water, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, this truth, Deuteronomy 4. Yeah, I thoroughly washed thee away. I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I, Yahweh, anointed thee with oil. I clothed thee also with broided work, and shod thee with badger's skin. If the Lord saying this, badger skin got to be the best you're going to get, man. And I girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk. You know what silk comes from, man? And I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thy ears, and a beautiful crown upon thy head. The Lord is talking to us, the men of Israel, because we are his women. That's what it tell you in Isaiah 54. The wife of thy youth. Thus was thy decked with gold and silver. This is what you put on your beautiful wife. Thou was thus was thy decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk and broidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou was exceedingly beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom, and thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty. What it said in Deuteronomy 4, the heathen shall look at thee and say that this is a wise and understanding people. Why? Because the Lord gave us his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He made a covenant with you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indian nations. And here it is, a slow-bellied nigga questioning the Lord. But thou didst, it say, and thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness, which I had put upon thee, saith Yahweh power. But thou didst trust in thy own beauty, and playest the harlot because of thy renown, and proudest, and Salaki, and poorest of thy fornications on every one that passed by. His it was. This is a fire chapter. Now, when you go to Deuteronomy 32, the Lord said, but then thou trusted in thy own beauty, right? Here's the precept, Deuteronomy 32 and 15. But Jeshurun waxed fat. Jeshurun's another name for Israel, for the Israelites. But Jeshurun waxed fat, and kicked. Thou art waxing fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. This is after the Lord did this to us. Then he forsook God, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. So you slow-bellied nigga at Wilson also questioning the Lord, nigga, the Lord gonna kill you. The Lord gonna put your slow belly ass to death. You gonna question the Lord after the Lord decked us out? Come on, man. Anyway, I just want to make these points, man. Let me read this from the brother. GMS Homestead Israelite. It reads Ecclesiastes 41. Great travail is created for every man. And in heaven yoke is upon the sons of Adam from the day that they go out of their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things. Beautiful. And see, when you read, that's a beautiful precept. When you go to let's precept that, because it's gonna be Yahweh Shah that's gonna end all this, man. And it's gonna be like this until we go back home And we can't go back home until Yahushua return. Revelations 22:3. It reads, let's read one. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb, which is going to be the kingdom of heaven on earth. And in the midst of the street of it, then on either side of the river, was there a tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations, because the nations will continually be sick. And they gotta have to learn the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah. And there shall be no more curse. This is a precept to what the brothers put up, Ecclesiastes 41. But there shall be, it's saying, there shall be no more curse, but the throne of God and the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. Questioning the Lord is a terrible thing to do, man. Why striveth with your maker? The Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rikah, Kodash. Give honor to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. In the sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. If your sisters who are listening and learning, tuning in, may Yahweh Shema shall continue blessing your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. I got one more precept here. This is Ecclesiastes 32. It reads, Ecclesiastes 32:12. It reads, rise up betimes and be not the last, but get thee home without delay. And it's like a twofold scripture, right? So, we try to tell our women, you got a woman. If you go into the grocery store, make your list, go get what you got to get and get out, right? It says, rise up betimes and be not the last, right? Also, this applies to those. Well, you can't seek the Lord as the Lord give you the Holy Spirit. But once the Lord give you that Holy Spirit, it say, rise up betimes and be not the last, but get thee home without delay. And home is what? The tabernacle of David. When you read in Psalms 27:5, it said, the Lord, when trouble comes, the Lord shall hide me in his pavilion, right? The hand of the Lord. Rise up betimes and be not the last, but get thee home without delay. Which is, you got to go to handle business, do what you got to do, and get home. It reads, there will home take thy pastime and do what thy will, but sin not by proud speech. So here it is, some nigga questioning the Lord from the comfort of his own home, right? It say, there will home take thy pastime, do what thy will, but sin not by proud speech. And for these things, bless him that made thee and have replenished thee with his good things. Whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor. So here it is. It say, rise up betimes and be not the last, but get thee home without delay. Right? When you go out, go do what you got to do and get the fuck out of there and go home. And it say, there, take thy pastime, do what thy will, but sin not by proud speech. So these niggas sitting behind the keyboard scoffing, mocking. Not scoffing, because scoffing is a false prophet, a false teacher. These niggas sitting behind the keyboard mocking, man. Questioning you how about Shema was shot in the comfort of your own home. And the Lord gonna kill you niggas, man. The Lord is gonna fucking kill you slow-bellied niggas, man. Until next time, I say Shalom. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Shalak, Rayum, Wa, Anashim, Wa, Abadim, Wa, Haragyum, Wa, Mashapatyum, All, Kal, Adawamyum, Wa, Gawoyum, Wa, Ayab Yumna, Wa, Babakashah, 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 Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, the water. Amen. Shalom.